Your net worth is being shaped by the people on your phone screen, whether you realize it or not. And if you aren't tracking the cultural capital of someone like Justin Bieber, you are missing the biggest shift in modern American wealth distribution. We live in an era where attention is the new gold standard. And in the United States, influence has become a harder currency than the greenback itself. When we look at a figure like Bieber, we aren't just looking at a pop star who defined a generation of music. We are looking at a walking, breathing financial institution with a social reach that rivals the GDP of small nations. This is Money Facts USA, and today we are breaking down why the sheer scale of a celebrity's digital footprint is the ultimate lead indicator for where the American economy is headed next. Think back to the early days of the digital revolution when we thought a million followers was a fluke. Today, Bieber commands an audience of hundreds of millions across platforms, a demographic reach that spans from Gen Z to established millennials who are now the primary drivers of the US housing and consumer markets. When he posts, the algorithmic ripples move markets. We've seen this time and again in the American retail space, where a single endorsement or even an organic mention can cause a stock to rally or a startup to see a decade's worth of growth in 48 hours. At MoneyFacts USA, we analyze these trends because your investment portfolio is no longer insulated from the velocity of social media. The traditional walls between Wall Street and Hollywood have completely collapsed, replaced by a bridge built on digital engagement. The real story here is about the democratization of influence and the death of the traditional gatekeeper. In the old world, a financial advisor or a legacy news outlet told you where the value was. In the current American landscape, value is determined by the community, and Justin Bieber owns one of the largest communities on the planet. This isn't just about selling merchandise or concert tickets. It is about the power to pivot entire industries toward new technologies like Web3 or sustainable consumer goods. When a figure with this level of reach enters a room, they bring a built-in customer base that is larger than the population of most US states combined. That kind of leverage is a superpower in a capitalist system that thrives on consumer sentiment and brand loyalty. You have to understand the psychology of the American consumer to see why this matters for your wallet. We are a nation built on the cult of personality and the dream of upward mobility. When you see a global icon navigating financial ventures, it sets a blueprint for what the American public deems valuable. This influence trickles down into the way young Americans approach entrepreneurship and asset management. We are seeing a massive rise in creator-led businesses that are disrupting the S&P 500 stalwarts. By staying tuned to Money Facts USA, you are positioning yourself to understand these cultural shifts before they become mainstream financial advice. The influence Bieber holds is a case study in how to build a moat around a personal brand that is effectively recession-proof. The financial influence of a massive social reach also changes the way venture capital operates in the United States. Today, the most successful startups aren't just looking for cash, they are looking for loud capital. They want investors who can bring millions of eyes to a product instantly. Bieber's reach allows him to bypass the traditional advertising costs that sink most American small businesses. While a typical firm spends millions on Super Bowl ads or Google clicks, a single strategic move by a high-reach influencer achieves the same result for free. This efficiency is why celebrity-backed brands are currently dominating the shelves at your local stores and the apps on your home screen. As we move further into this decade, the gap between those who understand the value of attention and those who ignore it will continue to widen. You are seeing a shift where social metrics are being used to determine creditworthiness and business valuations. This isn't a fad, it's the new infrastructure of the American dream. When you track the reach of a global superstar, you aren't just looking at vanity metrics, you are looking at the future of marketing, distribution, and wealth creation. The ability to command attention at scale is the most significant financial asset of the 21st century, and understanding how it works is the first step towards securing your own financial future in this rapidly changing landscape.